Where do you think we need to be projected as far as interest rates in order for new builds to come back? Do we need to be at 3.5%, 4% rates?
Yeah, and we started to hit under 4% on the 10-year this last week,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's ticked up a bit. The folks who dig into this, really, the 3.5% on the 10-year is like their benchmark. Once they feel like once we get to that range, it opens things up again. But we've already started to see stuff open up
Mm-hmm.
in the last 3-4 months. There's been a feeling of renewed optimism that the fundamentals for housing, the fundamentals for rental housing are so strong, especially in markets like Phoenix that are growth
Mm-hmm.
markets, that hey, that's a place I want to own.
Okay. So I know some of your crowdfunding offerings you can get in. Well, you used to be able to get in as low as $1,000, right? What's the mindset of those entry level crowdfunding participants? Like, how much teaching and education you have to do with them? Because I know it's different versus the Reg D, because these guys are already investors, have some assets to play with.
Yeah, and that's what makes it fun is you can bring along some smaller investors or newer investors, and then they've grown into investors who are investing 25 or 50,000 into our offerings. And so that's kind of how we look at it from a business standpoint is just because someone wants to only invest 5,000 doesn't mean that's all they have.
Right, right.
That is
Maybe the tickler. Let me see what they do with this.
and it's if put myself in their shoes, to write a $50,000 check is a big deal, but to write a $5,000 check and kind of see how it goes, that's been a good part of our business that we didn't expect. Is a lot of those people have end up growing their portfolios with us. That we have a lot of people that have several $100,000 with us that have written $100,000 or $10,000 checks many times on each of our offerings. So, but we spend a lot of time doing stuff like this. We talk about the market, we talk about rents. The good thing with housing is people understand it kind of intuitively.
Right.
And I think that's important, that you need to invest in something you understand. You need to invest in something that you want to dig into. And so we spend a lot of time talking about it, and then they spend a lot of time on their own time looking at the information as well. The nice part with crowdfunding, though, is it's very tech enabled. So we built a platform where they place their investment, where they come back in and they can track their investment, where they can download the K1, where they can see their cash coming in. And that was a big part of our company as we launched.
Okay.
That, to have, we sent out 1,500 K1s last year.
Wow.
So it's a lot. We uploaded 1,500
Right,
K1s to our portal. We could never do that manually. So there has to be a software technology component that's helped us. And it's the same thing with education. Like you have to do it at scale. So do podcasts, we do weekly newsletter, we put it out there. You just don't have the ability to talk to every investor like you do if you're doing a smaller syndication.
Okay.